I feel like I say this every single day, but the Bud Light boycott is looking even worse for Bud Light today than it was looking yesterday. We got some brand new news to go over today. As you can see from this article on the screen here, it says some beer distributors believe Bud Light boycott could be permanent, surveys say. So there's a lot of distributors out there, there's a lot of stores out there that are kind of backing off on reordering Bud Light, on their restocking of Bud Light, because they believe that this boycott is somewhat permanent. And I believe that too. I don't think it's going to stay at 25% sales down from the previous year. I don't think it's going to stay there, but I definitely think that Bud Light has tarnished their brand forever. And let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with that. I feel like that's a very interesting discussion to have, but I think this Bud Light brand right here, this can and this logo, these colors are forever tarnished, will forever be known as, queer beer or gay beer, or just be associated with this boycott forever. And I think their best course of action, the smartest move that Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch could make in this situation after this boycott, is to rebrand the entirety of Bud Light, to rename it, get a new logo, get new colors, and just kind of keep the formula, because the beer is serviceable. For whatever reason, people buy it a lot, or used to buy it a lot, and they can stand the taste. So just take that same formula and rebrand it, repackage it. That's their best course of action, in my opinion, because it's obviously not about the taste. People aren't boycotting because of the taste. They're boycotting the brand of Bud Light. They're boycotting Anheuser-Busch where they can, because a lot of people don't even know that certain beer out there is owned by Anheuser-Busch as well. And it does get very complicated because Anheuser-Busch will distribute certain beers within the United States, and then outside the United States, they don't distribute those same beers. They're actually distributed by a different company. So it is very confusing. But people know that Bud Light is bad, and you don't want to be caught with Bud Light. You don't want to be seen walking out of the store with a box of Bud Light, because you could go viral on TikTok with people making fun of you. It's just that social pressure is so strong right now that people just don't want to be seen with Bud Light. Here's an article from Not the Bee. It says the Bud Light boycott has dethroned it from the top of the U.S. beer market. Modelo Especial has taken its place. The Bud Light boycott isn't precisely everyday front page news anymore, which in a way somehow makes it continued and relentless decline all the more brutal. The immediate zeitgeist has passed. The trending social media events have faded, and yet still nobody is buying this beer. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. For the rest of time, this beer brand is tarnished. The Bud Light beer brand is completely tarnished because it's not going as viral on social media anymore. It's not being talked about as much as it was previously, but it's definitely not being bought just as much as it was in the height of the entire virality of the whole situation. As soon as the boycott popped off, whenever everybody started finding out about the boycott, it's the same, it's around the same percentage down as it was during that time period. I believe it was like 24.9% was where the peak was, and now it's at like 23.5% or something like that, down from the previous year at the same time. Like, dude, that's insane. Because like this article says, the amount of people talking about it on social media, the amount of attention that the Bud Light boycott is getting when it comes to, just people talking about it on social media, has gone way down. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. It's gone way down. I make videos about this all the time, and I can definitely see the amount of people talking about it has gone down. Now, there's still a lot of YouTubers out there. There's still a lot of people watching these videos, and shout out to you because you're definitely keeping the conversation going. We don't want this conversation to completely die. That wouldn't be the best thing for us to happen. The best thing for us to happen would be to continue this conversation as long as we can, but also it seems like it doesn't necessarily need the conversation to continue for the Bud Light boycott to continue on its own. Like, the brand is tarnished, the damage is done, and people are still not going to buy Bud Light, even if everybody completely stops talking about this on YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok, which isn't going to happen. People are going to still talk about it, but even if they stopped, I think it would be completely fine. I think the Bud Light boycott would still continue, and obviously, like I said, the damage is done. The Bud Light boycott has dethroned it from the top of the U.S. beer market. Modelo Especial has taken its place. So Bud Light is no longer the #1 beer brand in the United States, which is pretty insane how powerful this boycott has become, and it still is going to become in the future. It still is becoming. Here's a tweet from Benny Johnson. It says, yikes, Bud Light sales tanked 60% over the Memorial Day weekend. The Daily Mail article said this: Bud Light boycott is costing sales staff up to $2,000 a month as sales tanked as much as 60% over the Memorial Day weekend. Amid fears good people are going to start leaving brand because they aren't making money. And it really does suck because the people who are lower down on the total pool at Bud Light are going to lose money over this. The salespeople and things like that are going to be losing money, and that really does suck. But it is just a necessary evil of this whole thing. The Bud Light has to pay. They have to be made an example out of, and it wasn't their decision to have platform Dylan Mulvaney and to stick by that. but it has to be done, and it really does suck. It really hurts me to see stuff like that, to see people are losing, innocent people who had nothing to do with this and probably completely disagree with it, are losing money because of it, and that really does suck. And I wish it didn't have to be that way, but like I said, man, just a necessary evil. This is absolutely a hilarious picture right here. I didn't even see this before recording, but I just wanted to bring this to your attention. That's a hilarious picture right there. But anyway, let me know what you guys are thinking about this Bud Light boycott. Do you think because people are kind of, it's kind of slowing down, it's not going as viral recently as it was previously, which if you want to do your part for that, you can leave a like on this video and comment down below how you're feeling about the whole situation. But how are you feeling? Do you think that because the conversation is slowing down a bit that the Bud Light boycott could fall off a bit? Or do you think like I think, and it doesn't really matter how many people are talking about it on social media now, it's ingrained in everyone's head that Bud Light is not the type of beer brand that you want to be supporting because of decisions that they've made previously, because of the social pressure aspect and all those other things? Let me know what you're thinking in the comments about this whole situation.